Our world is home to many UFO hotspots, where unidentified objects and aliens are reported with alarming regularity. But a select few locations have something extra. They're notorious for strange physical and paranormal phenomena, in addition to extraterrestrial activity.
He was taking pictures of his 5-year-old daughter, and the second picture looks like a spaceman.
But which came first, the zone or the UFO? Do aliens create them? Or does something about these places attract them? And do these places pose a danger to planet Earth? Join us as we journey deep into the heart of the world's most notorious UFO zones on
Alien Files Unsealed. A global effort has begun. Secret files hidden from the public for decades, detailing every UFO account, are now available to the public. We are about to uncover the truth behind these classified documents. Find out what the government doesn't want you to know. Alien Files Unsealed. Exposing the biggest secrets on planet Earth.
Woomera Nuclear Test Range, Australia, July 15th, 1960. A security officer spots a strange white light traveling across the evening sky. As it draws closer, the light takes on a reddish color, leading the man to believe it is a balloon that has caught fire. 4 other security officers catch sight of the same unidentified object as it passes unchallenged and disappears into the night. An investigation is launched into how any aircraft could have penetrated Australia's most restricted airspace. But in the end, the UFO's identity and purpose remain a mystery. The incident is just one of many that occur over the Woomera test range during the early 1960s. But nothing could prepare its personnel for the shocking events of spring 1964. Unsealed case file. The Woomera Spacemen. Cumbria, England, May 23rd, 1964. Firefighter Jim Templeton is on a day trip with his 5-year-old daughter, Elizabeth. The two stop near the village of Burby Sands to take pictures. It's a happy memory for both, until the film is developed. Looking at the photos, Templeton is shocked to see what appears to be an astronaut looming in the background behind his daughter. He has no memory of any such figure from that day. Templeton takes the photo to a local newspaper, and within hours the image is appearing in publications all over the world, including Australia. May 24th, a day after the Templetons' encounter, the Woomera test range is set to launch Britain's most controversial weapon.
Woomera was the test facility running trials with the Blue Streak, which was Great Britain's first intercontinental ballistic missile.
Originally designed in the 1950s as a nuclear weapon, the Blue Streak missile has been repurposed as a launch vehicle for Europe's burgeoning space program. But just as the rocket is about to fire, something extraordinary happens.
There was ostensibly a video of 2 white-garbed, quote-unquote, spacemen running across the launch pad, the launch area of this British missile.
2 mysterious figures disappear without a trace, leaving Woomera personnel baffled. But this is only the beginning.
When the Templeton photo began to be publicized, immediately press people saw the similarities between the 2 creatures in the way they were dressed. Templeton himself said that the creatures that were described in the video looked exactly like the creature that was in the photograph, the middle photograph of his daughter.
Not long after, another disturbing connection between the 2 incidents is drawn, when it's revealed that the Blue Streak's assembly plant is located in Cumbria, not far from where the Templeton photograph was taken.
What was so odd about the quote-unquote Woomera spacemen is why were these creatures, assuming they were actually there, interrupting a highly classified missile test launch?
Woomera is just one of a number of high-security military facilities that qualify as UFO zones. Are extraterrestrials probing our planet's defensive capability? Is this the secret behind UFO zones? Or is something else at work? Coming up, we investigate another UFO zone deep in the heart of history's most secretive regime that may hold the secret.
Alien Files, Unsealed.
Planet Earth is home to a series of UFO zones, regions where intense UFO activity coincides with strange and unexplained events on the ground. Some zones surround the world's highest security military installations, leading many to believe the two phenomena are somehow linked. Others, however, have a different, more mysterious nature. Zaostrovka, Russia, September 16th, 1989. Residents of this port watch in amazement as 6 saucer-like objects appear in the sky, chasing a 7th, darker UFO. But amazement quickly turns to terror when the port's massive crane suffers a total power failure. The aerobatic chase carries the UFOs high into the evening sky, enough for them to be seen from the city of Perm, over 6 miles away. The 6 pursuers close in on the dark disk and score a direct hit, blasting it from the sky. The aggressors vanish, while their target plunges into a swamp inside Russia's most notorious UFO zone. Unsealed case file. The M Triangle. The M Triangle is a remote region 600 miles east of Moscow. Surrounding the village of Molyovka, the area is notorious for its frequent incidents of the unexplained. Local inhabitants regularly report seeing strange objects overhead and strange ghostly beings lurking on the outskirts of the area's forest. While not an officially restricted area, the Russian military warns visitors to avoid the M Triangle. This has not stopped independent investigators from entering the danger zone, attempting to uncover its secrets. Many visitors to the M Triangle report disturbing auditory hallucinations and waves of intense fear. Journalist Pavel Mukurtov entered the zone with a group of fellow investigators to report on the strange goings-on within its borders. Many of the team quickly fell ill, but Mukurtov experienced something very different. He left the triangle with the strange feeling that he had somehow acquired great knowledge of physics and aerospace engineering. In the months after his experience, he applied for the Soviet space program and was accepted, despite having no previous experience in the field. What is behind the strange events in the M Triangle? The efforts of investigators like Mukurtov have revealed something scientifically unique about the region. The Earth's normal electromagnetic field appears to defy the laws of nature. Is there something about electromagnetism that lays the foundation for the world's UFO zones? Ceballos, Mexico, September 1976. This desert town erupts in a chilling cacophony when its entire dog population suddenly begins to bark and howl. Startled citizens rush into the streets, where they are amazed to see a massive UFO, nearly 1,000 feet long, looming overhead. The barks and howls are quickly drowned out by a deep pulsing hum that seems to emanate from the craft.
One witness described it as one side of it took up his entire neighborhood, and the other side he could see going off in the distance. So this thing was large.
The craft hovers momentarily before disappearing into an infamous stretch of nearby deserts with a long history of UFO activity and other incidents of the unexplained. Unsealed case file. The Zone of Silence. Some 400 miles south of the U.S. border is a vast stretch of barren wilderness known as the Zone of Silence. The region earned its name following an incident in 1970 in which an Athena test missile launched from a base in Utah crashed on the desert plain. An American unit dispatched to recover the wreckage discovered their radios and all other electronic equipment had mysteriously become inoperative while in the area. Further scientific investigation revealed the zone to contain exceptionally high levels of the mineral magnetite, thought to have been deposited here long ago by an unusually high number of falling meteorites. The intense electromagnetic field generated by the zone's magnetite deposits might explain the equipment's interference. Are aliens somehow attracted by the presence of electromagnetism in UFO zones? Or are they responsible for these strange readings?
If you look at all of the alien plots, it's still unclear whether or not they're here to save us or slaughter us.
Coming up, we investigate the electromagnetic mystery and uncover shocking evidence that UFO zones are part of a larger alien plot.
Alien Files, Unsealed.
Mounting evidence suggests that planet Earth is home to a series of UFO zones where strange physical and paranormal phenomena occur alongside alleged alien activity. The question is, do aliens create these zones, or does something attract them? Many experts have observed strange electromagnetic readings in many of these regions. Could this energy be the secret behind the world's UFO zones? And if so, why? Lago de Colbún, Chile, May 16, 1998. 30 witnesses report the appearance of a massive, disc-shaped UFO over the nation's largest hydroelectric dam, roughly 120 miles south of the nation's capital, Santiago. Onlookers describe the object as dark, with a large orange light at its base. The object hangs motionless in the air for some 20 minutes before disappearing over the Andes. It's just the latest in a long series of sightings in the area. They are regularly seen rising from the water close to a nearby hydroelectric station, and often appear to be drawing energy from the power lines, as if refueling. Prior to the station's construction, the area suffered few blackouts. Now it faces up to 3 outages a week.
How much energy does it take for a craft to go 5,000 miles an hour, 10,000 miles an hour? Obviously, a huge amount of energy.
Is this the answer to the mystery of UFO zones? Are aliens using places like Lago de Colbún and Woomera as a source of energy? And could others, like the M Triangle, represent the ideal hiding place for their spacecraft? Today, Chile ranks 5th overall in UFO sightings since record-keeping began. It's an uncommonly high number for a country with a relatively small population. Also uncommon is its government's embrace of this phenomenon. Recently, they opened the nation's first UFO trail, passing through the region's most infamous hotspots, and continue to encourage visitors to seek out strange objects in the sky. But why would any government encourage its people to confront beings from another world? The answer may lie in another UFO zone, thousands of miles to the north. Unsealed case file. The San Luis Valley. San Luis Valley, Colorado, 1993. NORAD radar picks up a series of mysterious readings over a 2-week period that suggest the flaring of large-scale fires or even missile launches. Helicopter searches, however, turn up nothing. Officials are baffled. But ufologists aren't surprised. They know the Colorado-New Mexico area has been a highly active UFO zone for decades. September 1967. Ranchers in the San Luis Valley make a grisly discovery. A dead horse is found on the King Ranch at the base of the Blanca Massif. It's been stripped of all tissue from the tip of its nose to the shoulders. Its heart and brain have been removed, and there is an odd antiseptic smell present that suggests the horse was the subject of a careful dissection. The mystery deepens when investigators find a series of huge, unidentifiable tracks in the area. The horse's owner, Nellie Lewis, tells local reporters that UFOs are responsible for the horse's death, warning that they would one day return in force. And according to reports, she was right. Dulce, New Mexico, March 24th, 1978. Cattle rancher Manuel Gomez discovers the dead carcass of a recently deceased bull calf. The animal's sex organs have been removed with a surgical precision beyond the capability of even today's most sophisticated laser technology. Over the years, Dulce has paid witness to many strange and unexplained incidents. There are rumors of a secret base in the area, and no one is sure who controls it.
I think if the military were to capture or be given alien technology, I think they would absolutely want to keep that to themselves. Because let's face it, anybody with advanced alien technology would in essence rule the earth.
Dulce, New Mexico, August 1979. Phil Schneider is an Army engineer working with a unit assigned to construct a series of tunnels to the southwest of the Archuleta Mesa. At the bottom, he is shocked to see a 7-foot alien being, and beyond it, a host of others conducting operations in an underground base. A firefight erupts. When the dust settles, the cavern is littered with alien and human dead. How did an alien race maintain a base so close to a high-security U.S. military installation? According to Phil Schneider, the answer is simple.
The government knew all about it. They had been encamped there for, as best as believed possible, about 400 or 500 years.
Less than a year after he goes public with his story, Phil Schneider is found dead in his apartment. Officially, his death is ruled a suicide, but many believe he was murdered for being the man who knew too much. Other whistleblowers have since uncovered evidence of a secret lab filled with horrors beyond imagination.
Human beings were kept in cages, they were kept in prisons, they were suffering.
Is this the terrifying secret at the heart of the world's UFO zones? Are they places where aliens and humans are conspiring against the rest of the world? And if this is true, how long can it be before this conspiracy turns into open aggression?
They're working with the U.S. military that's guarding it. They're working with U.S. scientists. And at this base, they are harvesting organs from human beings. They're doing cattle mutilations. But here's what's creepy. They're doing human mutilations. And there are these huge vats of human organs that they're using for stem cell research and for DNA research to create a whole new species.